Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Sun City in Arizona. Hope you're having a super fantastic, sparkling winning Wednesday. How was your winning Wednesday? Ooh. Did I put that in my... I have to go back and edit that bit later. I just suddenly realized I didn't finish my description. It's been a long day. You can tell by my eyes have been on the computer way too much today. But anyway, my eyes are sore. They are tired. Yes, we had a couple of interesting getting stuck in there and helping people out today with some really cool stuff on the chat. So it was a lot of concentration. Tired eye, as you can see, very tired. I mean, look at the suitcases under my eyes. Oh my gosh, I could go on a couple of vacations with that. Oh, I need to go lay down with some cucumbers over my eyes for half an hour or so. These ones will probably take an hour. Oh, and I don't have cucumber. Oh well, that's the break. So you're gonna have to put up with the tired eyes and the suitcases. I'm sorry. But anyway, how was your winning Wednesday? What stuff did you get to celebrate today? What wins did you have today? Let us know in the comments below so we can celebrate with you. Now, I have to remember everything I put into the description. Oh, I hate it when that happens. But luckily, through technology, I think, hang on, somewhere in here, I've got... Oh, there I is. Oh, okay. Hang on, I've got flying bugs in front of me now. You know, those little tiny flying gnat things. Where'd it go? Oh, I'll be back. So what were your wins for today? Let us know in the comments below. I had my accountability call today, and I was telling my accountability coach, sorry, now I've got one in my eye, I think. And I was telling my accountability coach about the breakthrough I had on the weekend. And so we're talking about and discussing about it and where it can go and what it can do and all of that sort of thing, when I suddenly had another massive breakthrough. And I was sort of like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening. And she's like, well, it's just, I've just had another massive breakthrough on this breakthrough idea. And so my to-do list this week, but that's okay. It's okay. There's not stuff I have to do like immediately. It's stuff I can work at. So, I can do a little bit here and a little bit there. I can put my Post-its up on my little bit of mirror that's showing up there, and I can get them done in those little chunks. So, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So, so that's what I'm looking at doing with this massive breakthrough that I've had. And like I said, we sort of like worked through it and worked out a little bit of it out, and which was quite fun. And then I had another massive breakthrough on top of that. So now we're just going to break it down into little bite-sized pieces, 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there. Before you know it, it'll be done. And that's what you do with big goals, is you break them down into bite-sized pieces. So you're doing only 5 minutes here, 10, 15, 30, 40, 50 minutes. I don't go more than an hour because I'll lose. In fact, I do 50 minutes. So I've got 10 minutes at the end of that time to go get up, walk around, go to the bathroom, grab a snack, fill up the water bottle before I have to sit down for my next call or my next task. So I'm always making sure that I'm only doing like 15-minute chunks when I'm doing stuff like this. So yes, that was my breakthrough. So have you ever done the 23andMe DNA? Now, when the DNA test first came out, I did both Ancestry and 23andMe because I wanted to see if there were any differences in them. And they've stayed pretty much on task, and they're pretty much the same, although 23andMe now tells me I have no Scottish in me. Yet I know I have Scottish in me because I have Scottish ancestors. But a lot of the Scottish area was actually settled by Vikings. And I thought, well, isn't that interesting? Because there's been a rumor on my father's side of the family that we descend from Vikings. But it's my mother's side of the family that has the strong Scottish connections. So I thought, isn't that interesting? So I had a look on the 23andMe. I was in there playing around during my lunch break today. It was fascinating, I tell you. During my lunch break today, I was in there, playing around and then just looking at things. But it says that like my second and third great grandparent, like my second to my fifth great grandparents came from Scandinavia. And I was like, well, isn't that interesting? Because they were all in Scotland at the time. So I was like, this is getting more and more interesting. Whereas Ancestry DNA shows that I have the Scottish in me. So it's kind of, I think I need to get my parents to do this so that it can narrow down a little further on things. That would be interesting if I get my mum and dad to do it too. But I was looking at some of the traits that get passed down through DNA. Did you know that in your DNA, there's actually a fear of public speaking? They can tell you if you are less likely or more likely to have a fear of public speaking by your DNA. I thought, isn't that interesting? Because mine is less likely to have a fear of public speaking. And a friend of mine says, yeah, you would be the one to get that. And one that I was about, they said with flat feet, which I thought, well, this is really interesting. With flat feet, I'm less likely than average to have flat feet. I actually do have flat feet, but this says I'm less likely than average to have them. So I'm less than average because I have flat feet. Actually, no, more than average because I actually do have flat feet. So that was kind of fun. Mosquito bite frequency. Now, I know that mosquito bites too can also be triggered by your blood type, and those with O blood types, mosquitoes love us. I'm O negative, and I will tell you this, those mosquitoes love us. But in my DNA, it also states that I'm likely to be bitten more often than others with mosquito bites. I'm like, cheapers, I'm screwed. I've got the wrong blood type for it, and it's in my DNA. So it's kind of interesting going through this, and I'm 50-50 on motion sickness. I haven't really had a problem with that. But one I did, another couple I found interesting was asparagus odor detection. I'm likely to be able to smell it, which I can smell asparagus. Bitter taste, I likely can't taste bitter, and I'm like thinking, well, that kind of works because I like the dark chocolate, like the 80% cacao, which some people find very bitter. I actually enjoy that. I have a slight bitter taste. I can taste a slight bitterness to it, but I prefer that. I do not go 100%. That's just way out there. But this over sweet versus salty, I'm more likely to prefer sweet. And I was sort of like, I kind of like it 50-50. I mean, when I eat my salt and vinegar chips, I have my chocolate with me, so it balances each other out. You just got to do them together. Because it's the burn of the vinegar that gets me on the salt and vinegar chips when they're strongly flavored. And this one here just like sealed the deal. Ice cream flavor preferences, and I'm more likely to prefer chocolate over vanilla ice cream. And I was like, yes. Oh, and then I was like, I go through this. Do they have like chocolate? Are you a chocoholic? You know, are you more likely to eat chocolate than any other candy? No, they don't have that in there. That's the closest I could get to explaining my chocoholicism was by the fact that I prefer chocolate ice cream over vanilla ice cream every day, every time. And I would even prefer chocolate ice cream on brownies as well. Just gonna have the chocolate. I love Death by Chocolate desserts. I love those. It's all that chocolate puts me on a high. But it was actually kind of interesting just going through this, and there's a 93% chance I don't have a cleft chin. Yeah, I definitely don't have one of those. But yeah, it was interesting going through, like eye color. Because of my genetics, they predict I have a 52% chance of blue eyes. I know, isn't that crazy? So it was kind of interesting going through this. And hair photo bleaching. Now, this I found interesting because in another study, they turned around and said, now when my hair was, before it started going this beautiful silver color, it said I had medium brown hair. Now, in the summertime, my medium brown hair would get red, would get a little reddish tinge to it because of the sun. Now, it turns out, according to these things, that I have a 76% chance of experiencing photo bleaching, which is when you're in the sun, your hair lightens. And when my hair lightens, it had red streaks. It had some red streaks in it, which is, and that's my Scottish and Irish stuff coming out. But I am 99% chance that I do not have red hair. And I thought, well, isn't that interesting? So it was kind of interesting going through some of these traits and things that you could do with your DNA that 23andMe do. And they also have like a health, you can pay the extra to get the health analysis done. And they say these are not diagnosed. You've got to go through these training things before you're allowed to open up the health things. These are not diagnoses, but they are things to be aware of. And this is what we test for, this is what we don't test for, da, 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 da. And so you got to go through their little training thing. So it turns out, so you can see what may occur, but not what will occur, but what could occur, and are you a carrier of this, are you a carrier of that? So yeah, that was kind of fun to go through that and have a look at that. What else is on my list? So yeah, so that was kind of cool. And then, like I said last night, I don't know who the hell got me on TikTok, but I finally got in there, and I have got to get off that. I've got to put a timer on for that. That's like a rabbit hole, that thing. You just keep swiping up the next one. Yeah, I don't like that one. Go to the next one. Go to the next one. But I did learn 2 interesting facts last night. One of them, I shared the video on my Facebook wall last night, which was a guy talking about how the brain cannot comprehend negative. And you've heard me talk about that a lot. If you've been following me, you've heard me talk about that an awful lot. But one of the other things and another one that I saw last night just blew my mind. It just blew my mind, because people talk about, you got your millionaires and your billionaires, and that there doesn't seem to be a lot of difference. But this guy turned around and says, okay, he says, let's put it in a, because dollars, when it comes to $1 million and $1 billion, to a lot of people, it seems like it's very close. He said, so let's put it into something that you can understand. So let's do, so let's put it into time. So 1 million seconds is 12 days. I thought, okay, I can believe that. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. But 1 billion seconds with a B, hang on, I gotta go the other way, B. Whichever way that turned out, it was a B. But 1 billion seconds is 36 years. I was like, what? To go from 1 million seconds at 12 days to 1 billion at 36 years, I'm like, that is nuts. But he said this was a way that he could put it where people would comprehend the difference between $1 million and $1 billion. And I'm like, mine was gone. So, like I said, that one still blows my mind. 1 million seconds is 12 days, but 1 billion seconds is 36 years. Think about that. Because when you kind of think about the dollar thing, you don't really think that there's a lot of difference. But when you put it into something that you can see that, the time span, and when you put it into like time, that's a huge difference between 12 days and 36 years. So give you some idea how much distance there is between $1 million and $1 billion. Well, that was kind of cool. And then my other thing is, don't forget, here's my mugs. I remembered them twice in one day. We're doing good. We got a record going twice in one day. Now can I remember it tomorrow morning? This is what I'm going to turn around. So these are what's up for grabs on the July 31st. We're going to have the drawing so you can win one of these. You can get the choice of the pink one or the black one. And you get them engraved with what you want on them. This one's got Helen Brahms, Zeffie's mum on it. The lips have to stay there. I'm sorry. They're already on there. And this just says, thank you, Helen, but you can put your name on there. I can't remember who sent me this one. Somebody sent it to me to thank me for it, for something. Zeffie sent me this one, isn't she? Hang on. Isn't she smart? My dog did that. With a little help from Mom. But yeah, so, and it goes nicely with her harness and her leashes and stuff. But yeah, these are insulated tumblers. You've got the sippy cup thingy there with the little hole in there. And then you've got the 16-ounce tumbler inside. So if you would like the chance to win one of these, just enter our free drawing at havetowin.com. And as a thank you, you'll receive not only a free copy of the ebook Family Tree Decoded, you will also receive a copy of the article 11 ways to change your actions, which we've talked about the last 2 mornings. And so it's got the 11 different ways on there. Actually, no, it's not called that. It's called something about unicorn. Oh, damn, it's called, what did I call it? It's about unicorn magic. I can't remember what it's called. What's it called? What unicorns can teach you. So yes, that's what it's called. What unicorns can teach you. So that's a bonus that you're going to get when you enter the drawing for the when you go to have to win and enter the. It's a free drawing to win one of these. You go to havetowin.com to enter. It's free to enter. You will receive a copy of the free ebook of Family Tree Decoded and a copy of the article about unicorn magic. So yes, so go do that. And another exciting announcement. Oh, I'm full of them today. Oh, tell you, it's been a great day. So our other announcement is, do you like to cook? That's my question. Do you like to cook? We are holding a virtual Pampered Chef party on Facebook. We have a private group set up for the event and everything. And I have an amazing Pampered Chef expert consultant. What I don't know, but she's awesome. She's super fantastic and sparkling. And so Carrie has got that all set up for us. And we are it opened today, and we are closing it on July 20th, which is the 52nd anniversary of the landing of the moon. And so I specifically asked her, I said, do you think you got any Pampered Chef recipes we could put a little lunar twist onto to make them like, moon pies or something, or something that's moon related? And she said, I'll see what I can come up with. So we get to have free recipes. She's going to be putting videos in there, other posts. But here is the cool part. It is what we call a shared rewards party. So the more that gets purchased, the bigger the discount everybody gets, up to 25%. And they don't charge, the order will not be charged to the credit card until the party is closed, because by then we will know how much dollars have been spent, and it's based on the cumulative dollar amount spent that will determine what the discount is. So we've got up to 20, we can get up to 25%. So if you would like to get up to 25% off a Pampered Chef, and it's off your entire order. So if you'd like to get up to 25% off your order, then private message me, and I will invite you into the group, or send you the link so you can join the group. So that's our exciting news. So we've got this exciting stuff happening, breakthroughs all over the place, and cooking parties. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm absolutely looking forward to it, and I sent out a bunch of invites today to some friends, and I'm sure I missed some people. So as I think of them, I will go and add them. But if you would like to make sure that you are at that Pampered Chef party, where you can get up to 25% off, and you can place your orders between now and July 20th, which is the 52nd anniversary of the landing of the moon, then you will be, then your order will count towards the total, the cumulative total, and help us get closer towards that 25% off. So if you'd like more information on that, let me know. Send me a private message, and I will be happy to give you the information to join the group. So that's it from us for today. Lots to talk about. I still can't get over 12 days, 36 years. That's the difference between $1 million and $1 billion. Go figure. But anyway, have a super fantastic sparkling day, and we will catch you guys tomorrow for Thankful Thursday. Yes, tomorrow, Thankful Thursday. Yes. Oh, I just thought I have a guest on tomorrow night too. Oh my gosh, I got to contact her. So tomorrow night, I actually have a really awesome guest coming on, and as soon as I get hold of, we may have to shift her date. I don't know. It depends on her. I totally forgot. I'm a day off. I totally am a day off. I just realized it's tomorrow and she's supposed to be on. Hold that thought. We may or may not have a guest tomorrow night. I've got to go back and catch up with her and see if she's still willing to do tomorrow night. And as soon as I get the okay from her, I will look out for the posting on my Facebook page. There will be a StreamYard link sent there for tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. So apart from that, go have a super fantastic sparkling evening. Tomorrow is Thankful Thursday. It is going to be an awesome day tomorrow. I already know it. I can feel it. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be super fantastic and sparkling. So we will catch you. So have a super fantastic sparkling evening, and we'll catch you all tomorrow for Thankful Thursday. Hey, Konera. Da, 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 da.